everybody, and welcome to a special session of Lakers TV. I'm Mike Trudell in Orange County in literally the largest collection of Lakers memorabilia in the world. The collector, David Kohler, we welcome you to Lakers TV. Now, I don't know exactly where we should begin as we look around. You cover almost the entire history of the Lakers, so you tell us, where should we start?
Why don't we start in the beginning, the late 40s Minneapolis Lakers. Here's the Mikan. I love this piece. That his game-worn jersey from the 50s I got from him, along with his All-Star uniform. Here's a shooting shirt from a guy named Bob Harrison, 10,000 Lakes. Elgin Baylor's rookie uniform from 1958 when he played in Minneapolis, along with his shooting shirt.
Now, I know you told me one story that George Mikan, of course, of Minneapolis Lakers fame, you actually went to his house in Minneapolis and got some stuff for this, including his glasses. Could you give us an idea of what happened there?
Well, I was actually really fortunate. He called the Lakers about 15 years ago and said, I have all my, memorabilia, my collection, and the Lakers have a museum, which they didn't. And so I got the phone call, and someone at the team gave out my name, and I hopped on a plane immediately and flew to Minneapolis and got his jerseys and his MVP trophies and glasses and just some great stuff. And I really cherish being able to get to know him. And he passed a few years ago, but he was a great guy, and really, he was the first great center in the NBA, Mr. Basketball.
Now, if we move on to another center, Wilt Chamberlain, also strongly represented here. I know you also had a relationship with Wilt, and you were able to procure quite a few of his items throughout his career.
Yes, again, I really cherish those items. A lot of his jerseys, even his headband, and
his passports.
His passports, yeah, just neat things that all have a story and a part of these great players that, thank God, were a part of the Minneapolis or Los Angeles Lakers.
Give us the inspiration behind the collection, David.
I grew up in Southern California and just loving basketball, loving the Lakers, and I decided about 25 years ago it would be kind of neat to start putting a real collection together of the game-worn jerseys, and it just took off, and it's been my passion, and I've been able to meet a lot of the players and former staff members, ball boys and all that, and collectors from all over the country, and been able to put the largest collection of Laker memorabilia in the world. It's trophies, awards, autograph basketballs, shoes, of course, their jerseys that they wore, their goggles, their glasses, baskets, nets. I mean, it goes on and on. And really the real memorabilia. I mean, this really is the Laker Hall of Fame. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is Jerry West's full uniform for the mid-1960s with the short shorts with the little belt buckle there. Great piece. There's only a couple of those known. Along with his equipment bag and another one of his jerseys, and even his shoes from 1972, the old Adidas low tops that he wore through the championship game that year, along with the 33-game win streak. I love Jerry West. He was my hero growing up, and wanted to be a basketball player like Jerry West. So he's very fortunate. He's been here a couple times, which is just been unbelievable. And so I've got some of his jerseys and his short shorts they wore back then, and even his shoes.
Try those on ever?
I tried to get them on. I think they went on one leg, but
if we fast forward to the Showtime era, we can get plenty of Kareem, we got plenty of Magic, some Pat Riley. What are some of your favorite items from that era, David?
Certainly Magic. We have a locker here we built in the room that is kind of a replica locker of what we would have saw at the Forum, or back in the playing days of Showtime of Magic Johnson. So I have his jerseys and his, his cons, shoes, and some really neat stuff. And of course, some things of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, his goggles, and of course, James, big game James. I've been fortunate enough to get a few things from him, some of his All-Star jerseys and shoes. I
didn't mean to skip over a few other items. We're looking right over here at a Gail Goodrich jersey. You have plenty of Team USA jerseys from throughout, so it's not just the Lakers that they actually wore at the Forum and on NBA arenas. You have stuff from all over the world that the Lakers players have.
Yeah, if it's related to the Lakers, I definitely collect it. Even going back, Clyde Lavellet's 1952 Olympic uniform I have. When they beat Russia, along with in 1960, I have Darrell Imhoff's full uniform from the year when Jerry West was on that team, and Oscar Robertson, and that great team that also won the gold medal.
we should try to understand in general how you procure some of these items, David. So somebody can, as you said, it is the largest collection of Lakers memorabilia anywhere. So where do you go about just finding these items?
Everywhere.
Yeah, there's no one answer to that question.
Yeah, that's I've been doing it for a long time, 25 years plus, and getting to know a lot of the players has helped, and certainly the word goes out, networking. Some people have found out, via the web that I have my collection, so I get offered things. Former ball boys, staff members, coaches, other collectors, everywhere. It's and that's the fun of it, the search to find something that you don't have already, or that, hey, this could be available. Maybe it's not even existing anymore, but sometimes when it pops up, you've seen it in the images, and it makes it really fun to be able to add it to the collection.
Now, you also have an entire area devoted to Chick Hearn, of course, the legendary voice of the Lakers. Many would say the best broadcaster in basketball history. Give us a sense of what you have from Chick's here in this area.
Well, I got to know Chick pretty well in the 90s, and he was a great guy. And so unfortunately, when he passed, Marge visited and saw this collection, and so I was able to do a deal with her and get a lot of his stuff to put as part of this Laker shrine. His last microphone from his last game, I love this piece, along with his ledger boards in his own hand he did from the last game he announced for the Lakers when they won the championship against the New Jersey Nets. Here we have his the game ball from his 3,000th consecutive game that the Lakers took and painted and presented to him, along with up here is his Emmy, and even his Hollywood star that Chick got.
This might be a dumb question, but are there any items out there that you want and you haven't been able to get, that you had your eye on for a little while?
Actually, there's one. I cannot find Kurt Rambis's game-worn jersey, and I've approached him, and he just laughs at me and says, "That's because I have them all." And I think he won't do a deal with me now because he knows that's like the missing link to my collection. But I'm sure someday we'll work it out. We'll figure it out.
So, message to Kurt, if you're watching, he's interested.
I need that. I hate to know what the price is now. He's going to see this and up the price, but we have fun with it.
And final thing then for you, David, as we go forward now into the future of the Lakers and the NBA, what would you ultimately like to do and like to see with this shrine here?
Well, my goal is someday to have this on display for everyone to see in a public venue. Staples Center last year took about 50 of the jerseys and game-worn jerseys, displayed them there. Had some fun with that during the All-Star game and through the playoffs. But I'd love to loan it to somebody that could, have the wherewithal to put it out there, display it, because there's Laker fans everywhere. They're not just in Southern California; they're all over the world. And I know I get emails. And so that'd be a fun deal to do, and hopefully someday we can put it together.
Well, David, it's a remarkable collection. We certainly have enjoyed being here and getting to see it in person. Hopefully we'll be able to capture some of that on camera so that people can get a sense of it. But once again, thanks for your time.
Oh, thank you. It's been great.